Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is GGstarcaster here, bringing to you another StarCraft 2 Gamecast, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do a little bit of an analysis in the ZvP matchup, as there's been a lot of discussion lately about perhaps possible imbalances. I know in a lot of the lower leagues this is actually a very even matchup because Zerg likes to do a lot of things like getting fast roaches and things like that. That's hard for lower level Protoss to deal with. At this point, I'm just simply going to pause the game. I know this is not anything that I've ever done before. As my cast, I usually just let the game go and comment on as it happens, but this is actually going to be very, very interesting. This is Roxas Abver. Is a new player, but he is up and coming. And Mal's Mana, who we all know from the DreamHack and tournaments like that. This is actually a best of 3 series, so you can go ahead and check out the other replays actually if you want. I'm not actually going to cast those other games. However, Day 9 did do a daily on the game they played on Shakur's Plateau, and also the Metalopolis game is interesting as well. But this one is on Steps of War, and I chose this one specifically because it's on Steps of War, and that this is a very bad map for Zerg in a lot of ways, because if he fast expands, which they typically need to do to stay in the macro game, Zerg likes to be a base ahead, and not only are you expanding towards your opponent with this extremely short rush distance, you have an extremely wide ramp, and you have this exposed ledge where if he gets blink stalkers fast or does something like that, he can just blink back and forth on the sledge and do all kinds of harass. You have all kinds of drop space in the main itself, places to hide buildings and things of that nature. So a lot of things can happen on here if for a Zerg that makes him very uneasy. And a lot of these expos just feel so exposed. But and very rarely do players take 3 or 4 bases on this map. Mostly it's 2 base against 2 base or 1 base strategies. But we're going to see something very typical here from our Protoss player, and that is, I'm going to tell you right now, he is 4-gating. Now you might say, why did I just tell you that? Because we're going to be focused on Roxas Abver and what he does to combat this, and I want you to pay very, very close attention, as this build is a 4-gate for Zerg. However, it gets there quicker. So we're just going to go ahead and start the game right now, and just take note of everything that's going to happen here in this particular match. We have the typical pylon going after for mana down on the wall, where he can get that wall on without exposing the pylon. Very, very standard anymore. Rarely do players put their pylon on the ramp. But if we notice right now, at the production tab, we see 3 drones coming out here for Roxas Abver, and they all spawn. 1 goes to scout, 2 go to mine. And we're going to see something very, very interesting coming up right here as he stockpiles a little bit of money. Throwing down the gas. Gonna pause the game right there. Threw down the gas at 14. Now, a lot of 1 base strategies, I'm sure you know, you'll see